And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Greg. How in the world are you doing?
Oh, just lovely. Beautiful Friday morning.
It is. Odie, where's Odie?
Odie is at work. I think he's cleaning up a wreck on 59 South. Be careful if you're in that area.
Matter of fact, let's see if we can find some picture on this, because it happened earlier this morning there. A fire broke out, 18-wheeler. This was roughly about 2 hours ago. As we look at this, here's the situation out there, Greg, that we got. If you're coming into Meridian, that's a mess.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
There was a big, long word that truck was hauling, and I don't remember what it was, but they're going to have to haul it away.
Yeah, but it could have been a lot worse.
Could be.
Quick response by the volunteers. Excellent job, guys. Odie's out there keeping us safe.
Matter of fact, I think that looks like Otis there.
Is there a cup of coffee in his hand?
So if you're coming up on that, that's northbound, mile marker 144, if I'm not mistaken, coming in Meridian.
Right. I think that's
if you're
right.
coming out of Enterprise. We were also going to have the high sheriff here from Clark County, and he bailed on us. Can you believe that? Anthony doing us that way?
Well, he works about 26 hours a day, so I guess we'll have to cut him a little slack.
Man alive.
They were a busy bunch yesterday. Last night, I think they hustled.
It was a lot of stuff going on. He's been chasing gummy bears and all types of big lead stories going on in Clark County. We'll make him fess up with that here in a little bit there. Let's see, things that are going on. Trump, you wouldn't think in New York there'd be much of a turnout for a man like him. He went to the Bronx, which is it's not the rough part of town, but you got to take care of yourself.
Correct.
They thought and estimated maybe 3,500 people would turn up to the rally. Last count was 25,000 showed up in support of him. Latinos, huge turnout. And also from the black community turned out for Trump in New York. Is this a sign of what's coming?
Well, do you think people are just kind of fed up from all nationalities, all walks of life?
Want something better?
I'm proud of New York.
And one of the things that they're laughing about Trump saying was he said he was going to have to get him a new grill and maybe he'd get his a diamond put in his teeth. I could see him saying that. The man is very unique, to say the least, but that is a huge turnout. The Bronx, New York. That's one of the big.
Especially when you're expecting a few thousand and 25,000 show up.
Yeah. Let's see here what else is happening. I don't quite understand this. We had a rapper who bought, and how people work deals out. He bought a 17-foot television set, made a deal with a company to where he would get a pretty good deal, and he told him his friend Justin Bieber would work out a deal with him and do a commercial if he got this deal. Well,
he didn't know Justin Bieber?
He knew him, but he didn't agree to anything, and so they've got him for breach of contract, had him arrested on stage. That's a little petty for that.
Well, the 17-foot TV.
It was humongous. Let me see here if I can find the picture of the TV. Here you go. This is what it looked like in the house.
That's a pretty good sized TV.
Now, I don't need one that big.
No.
That's humongous, Greg.
Andy Griffith would look good on that, though, wouldn't it?
Man, wouldn't it be neat if they could come back with, they'd copy everything else. Wouldn't it be neat for them to come back with something like that?
They'd mess it up.
When was the last time, let me ask you, when's the last time you went to a Cracker Barrel to eat? Has it been lately?
Last week.
What'd you think?
Excellent.
The CEO of the company made a remark a few months back that they were kind of tanking, that they weren't as popular as they were. Stocks dropped by 20% after she said that. They were revamping, trying to get the next generation. After COVID, when everybody was They just haven't returned. Stocks have been tumbling, and, well, people just hadn't been going there. They're trying to revamp the store, put some new menu items on there.
Well, it seems like every time I go, we eat there once or twice a month. Seems like every time we go, they've changed the menu.
But, also nationwide, I'm not sure if I'm reading down it, they started adding liquor to where in the past
Yeah,
they'd never done that. Could
yeah.
that be the problem and they don't realize it?
I don't know how everybody else feels, but I really don't think a margarita's on my mind when I go to Cracker Barrel. But
That's it's a family.
Exactly. I want the Sunrise Sampler or the Uncle Herschel's. See, I know their menu.
You do,
good.
pretty
That's
well.
right. But I know a good cold beer I don't think belongs at Cracker Barrel, but that's my opinion.
And I agree with that. And their messaging just may have gotten crossed there of who their audience is, and that will happen. You add that to a place that is known for family, and you throw some liquor in it, and it's like, whoop, ain't going there no more.
A lot of times people try to fix stuff that's already working.
Yeah.
And if it's working, leave it alone, regardless of what. Well, I'm sounding old, ain't I? But it seems like younger, they always want to change stuff. When something's working, leave it alone.
And Bob goes into, and this does have something to do with it, about the disposable income, because everything has gone up so much over the last 4 years. It does affect things.
Oh, yeah.
What you can and what you cannot do.
Yeah. And then we're still in the South. There's some things that offend us that might not offend people other places.
I agree with you 100%.
And then I think there's some people you just can't offend.
that need offending. I have to agree with a lot of that there. That's a few of the headlines that's going on this morning. We got a lot to talk about. We've roamed over the counties over the last few days. We've done a lot. We've been a lot of places.
We've eat good.
We sure have. Man alive.
We have eat good.
Describe. I'm gonna let Greg describe the pork chop yesterday.
I love a pork chop, as you can tell. I'm a porky.
Well, I'm with you right there.
I'm a porky person, but we went to the French Quarter, and I'm telling you, inch and a half thick pork chop. If I tried to cook that, it would be dry as dirt or half done.
Yeah.
It's done perfect. It's juicy. Had the green beans, had the potatoes, and looked like grandma's cornbread.
That's right. And I don't know what to put in the cornbread that gives it a little sweet.
Had a little sweet taste to it.
You taste it too.
Oh, man, but if you hadn't tried the French Quarter, it was sure enough fine. Then you go over to that bittersweet and get you a cup
Ice
of
cream.
that custard. What was that I had? The
I can see
strawberry
it.
Shortcake.
Yeah.
Oh, my. And all of it's made right there.
Downtown Enterprises where we were. You can stumble upon, I'm serious, if y'all haven't made that pathway down there and tried that, it is like our specialty. We have an entourage when we go to lunch.
That's right.
And this is one of the places we end up.
Yeah, people come out to watch us eat. It's kind of like a sideshow at the fair. How long are they going to be here?
It's kind of like the thing of Elvis. He'd bring in 20 people. That's kind of what we do at lunch.
That's right.
We got to come on, y'all come on.
Hey, but that's good food, good folks. Get you in, get you out. Good place to go.
It is. And somebody else came in late, I think, and wanted to know where Odie was. He's working an accident scene on I-59, mile marker 144. Y'all make sure he's got coffee if you're passing through there.
Slow down, take your time. Remember to move over. You're going to be all right if you're a minute or two late. Let's don't have. One of my biggest fears of working these wrecks is the secondary wrecks.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing I can do about what's already happened. But if you'll please slow down, give the emergency responders and the wrecker service time to do their job. Please be patient.
Yeah, Greg, I just noticed something else. We're missing somebody else this Friday.
Oh, yes. That girl.
That girl, Smarty Britches.
Yeah, the girl. I think she was daughter's senior trip maybe or something.
Okay.
She done flew the coop, I believe.
We'll have Julia
She's
join us.
probably brushing up on her history. She was scared,
She couldn't handle it because you beat her so many times.
That's right. That's right.
We'll be right back as this morning gets underway. Right now, 71 as we're beginning our day. Going to get hot. 91 today before it's all said and done.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Greg.
Wide open.
Look, you used to do this for a living, and I want to bring this up because we've had several instances of this is not the job to have this week. What was it, a week ago we had a repo man shot at.
Hit his truck.
Yeah.
Hit the wheel lift.
And this would be near the 911 office in Meridian, up by Fire Station number 1 is where all that
That's
went
our
down.
office.
Yeah. Y'all were actually working out back when it all went down.
That's right.
I called to
That's
make
right.
sure that y'all made it through this horrifying
Traumatic.
Traumatic. Yet again, this morning we had another incident. No gun was pulled, but the man, that repo man is catching it. As we'll go here and we'll go back in here. If you heard a lot of sirens this morning headed in this direction, 493 back in this area here, that would be back behind the old Olin Mills, back behind Last Chance Tobacco, back down in there. That's where it happened. Repo man doing his job, Greg.
I'm going to tell you, it's scary. I mean, I hadn't done this in 30, 35 years, but it was dangerous then. I can only imagine now. Oh, I had a gun put in my face one night.
And it wasn't fun, was it?
I'm here to get your car. And then I seen that, so no, don't worry about it.
Just keep it in a month.
Yeah.
This morning, the person who was maybe allegedly behind on payments, would come out, ram the tow truck with another vehicle. Then they would drive it off of the wrecker, and then someone would take the car and speed away with it.
Well, I mean, what do they think they're going to get by with it? I mean, honestly.
They're going to come back.
It's a car.
And
it's identifiable. It's got a VIN number. Sure, all you can do now is go hide it. So
At the best.
If you get out and parade it, guess what? They're looking for you now. And you just painted a target on you because they know you're dangerous because you stole it off the back of the truck.
Well, it's all kind of charges you're going to get also with that.
And you should, to the fullest extent. This guy's just doing a job. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong, indifferent, whatever. The man out there doing the repoing, he's got a job to do. A lot of folks don't have jobs that are really popular. Well,
Yeah, and that's one of them.
But I can assure you, if you make the payment that you signed that you would make, you won't ever see him.
That's right. Bob said he saw a picture on a repo truck that said, "Too late to negotiate."
That's right.
It pretty much is at that point, isn't it?
One easy payment.
A little bit later this morning, we want to invite you out. This is a good deal. We got 2 ceremonies that's going to happen in the community today at 10 a.m. out at the East Mississippi Veterans Park. Let me pull this up and show y'all. We're going to have a ceremony. I'll click on this to make this a little bit bigger for everybody as we get ready for this. This is going to be at the Veterans Park there where the airplane is. 10 a.m. Be out there. They're going to have a Memorial Day service. Then we'll have another on Monday, I believe at 10, could be 11 at the old courthouse.
That's right.
We'll get that straightened out and get that posted as well. But it's very important to remember where we've been.
Amen.
And those
Amen.
who sacrificed for us, Greg.
Please take a moment in the next 2 or 3 days. Talk to your children. Just take a moment to remember these. I mean, freedom is not free.
Woo.
And it's not just another Monday off. Woohoo, we got a 3-day weekend. There's men and women that died.
Yeah.
So we got the right to protest, to do whatever.
That's correct.
And there's still people overseas to this day, this very moment, that's willing to give their life for our country.
They lay it down every day out there.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
y'all remember that. That's coming up this weekend as we do this. I bumped into you yesterday. The Meridian Police Department had a very strong presence somewhere around 14th Street yesterday.
That's correct.
Yeah, let us just show you a picture here. And we watched because I just can't help it. I had to get out and take a picture of the situation. Here's the scene, 14th Street and 17th Avenue.
Right.
This will run back toward downtown in that area. There you go. This is right over here by the store. Police would arrive here of a man that said he was robbed. Allegedly, he was robbed with a gun by a man. The man apparently ran down the street with the man's money. Police came up. They searched the area probably 30, 40 minutes, and they never came up with him. And I did speak to someone last night, said that they saw him. This is how it works. Is he ran a little bit, and he stopped, sat down, and he rested a little bit, watched the cops go by, and he got up and left.
He don't want to exert himself.
He didn't, but he escaped. He did get away.
But that's a shame that you can't get out of your vehicle and walk in a convenience store and purchase whatever, a Snicker bar and a cold drink without somebody
Taking what's not there. Taking your stuff. I think he was last seen wearing a 16 on the back of his jersey. If you happen to see him or see him this morning still wearing that jersey, call the Popo and let them know that this might be a connection to yesterday. Now, no one was hurt, thank goodness. The man said, "Here, take it. You apparently want it more than me." No word yet if it's tied to any of our little repo men things.
No.
Man, that's bad. Now I brought this up, and I'm going to get the dates on this. As we mourn the loss of the couple in our area, as you remember, the elderly couple, 97 and 95, who were broken into their home and they were killed. Since that time, their home's been broken into twice. And yes. They've gone back in. There's several ways to look at that. It's pure thieves, or maybe it was somebody else that knew something to do with it that wanted something out of there. I don't know. But they've broken into the home twice. If you have a loved one that passes away and the home is empty, make sure to lock it up as best you can and have family or friends, neighbors monitor it closely until y'all can do something about it. There's thieves that don't want to work.
That's a new low.
It is.
I'm sorry. That's a new low. But you're right. We bring attention to it, a situation, someone passes away, and they know, hey, they lived by themselves, or you know what I'm saying. Well, the house is going to be empty, and
they go in for them.
Kind of like a sign up on the yard. Please take
what you want.
I don't know. That's just as sorry can get.
It is. Now, I broke a story last night, and as we find out about this, now, as times change, so does the media. There was a time that way back in the day that back in the 20s and 30s and 40s as radio was beginning, it would be the king. Newspaper was for the longest running time a big thing. It's not so much anymore, as in radio is changing, and eventually we're going to see television even changing around. But this is happening in the Meridian area as we take a look at this. The Meridian Star has been sold or is in the middle of being sold to a new company Carpenter Media Group is purchasing that. They announced it yesterday. They're buying 10 companies nationwide, the Meridian Star being a part of that. I'm also been told that the building is for sale. What they're going to do with it, I do not know. What are we down to, one paper a week now?
I don't know.
Used to, it would be 2 editions a day.
I took the paper for 25, almost 30 years, and when they quit printing Sunday paper?
Yeah.
I dropped it.
Yeah, and so has most everybody else. The way you get your news is just differently. It's more or less what we do here.
Well, it's instant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So used to, you wait on the paper to come so you could see what was going on, and now you just look at your phone and
there it is.
there it is.
Or you don't have to wait till 6 o'clock to catch it on the television screen. It is instant to know what's going on in your community. But that is happening there as we look at that. The Meridian Star, Dalton, Georgia. Meadville, Georgia, Union Record, Valdosta, Georgia, several places that this company has bought out. What they're going to do with it, I don't know. Because the paper's not even printed here anymore. It's
Somebody said it was printed in Jackson, I believe.
then shipped back over here.
Yeah.
Sue said it was 3 papers a week. It's just a part of, it's like CDs. They no longer exist. Cassette tapes. Yeah.
I've still got 8 tracks.
I know that, but you can't play it on anything new.
I know I recently purchased a vehicle, and I had my little case of CDs, which I thought I was modern because I didn't have the cassettes anymore. Well, guess what? There's not a CD player. Oh, you play it through your phone. I said, dude.
Do you know that, and not on the iPhone, because Apple is real bad about this to where you have to purchase the music, but that other phone that I own that I can't operate, you can save all your music yourself. Like if you've got CDs, you can burn them and play them to the phone, and then you've got your own music.
Kids will never know what radio meant to us. You know, I can remember listening, I hate to say this, but probably to you, the weather forecast and our school's going to be closed. You sit around listening to the radio.
Yeah, is school going to be out?
To get your information, and
it's changed to what we do now.
oh yeah,
Boom,
yeah.
and there it is.
Exactly.
A major change there. We're going to, in just a moment, tell you about a huge fire that broke out in Union last night. I think everybody in town showed up for this.
Had some golf carts torn up, burned up, didn't they?
It sure did. We'll be right back to tell you more about that. Are you looking for a job that could last a lifetime? Structural Steel is hiring now. With employees that have been there from 20 to 40 years, they're family owned and operated since 1975. Competitive starting wages, a 401k package, and great insurance. Immediate openings on the day shift and night shift. From entry-level helpers, welding and tacking, grinding and fitting. And the list goes on of job openings. Start your future today at Structural Steel. Call 483-5381.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. As we mentioned, fire broke out last night. And you know, we're talking about this. Fire spooks you.
This fire scares me. Anything left, and I know I'm old-fashioned, but I don't like anything plugged up. Even in my shop, people will leave battery chargers charging. They scare me. I've been to enough structure fires and enough fires
Something can spark. As we go to Union there to the golf course, 7 golf cart houses would burn and 7 golf carts be gone as of this morning. There was a bit. Look at that.
Oh man, that's sad.
All those carts, what's left of them. That was a big fire. A lot of people turned out for that. It was smoke everywhere. They called out several fire departments to help fight that also.
And, you know, golf carts aren't $1,200 anymore either.
No,
You
sir.
know, you can spend $8, $10, $12, $15,000 on a golf cart.
And there's a lot of people that like that old golf now.
Well, I'm not one of them, but I'm not knocking, you know.
Yeah, that's
My
your thing.
idea is you put a lift kit on it and some mud tires, and you got a nice golf cart. But that's just my
It's called chicken farming at my house is what that's used for. Angie running across the yard with 12 chickens behind her because there's feed on it. Did you know we had a car chase last night? Oh, yeah.
Did they get away?
They got away. Mississippi Highway Patrol was involved following a Challenger. Last I think I heard it clocked was 140 miles an hour.
Ooh, that's boogity, ain't it?
God, we didn't ask Lee Allen if they'd run that fast, did we?
I think they will, though.
Look at this.
He's seen them come a long way.
They have.
You know, they said the first transportation old Lee sold, it came with 4 bales of hay. When they said they put new shoes on it, they wasn't talking about brakes.
Lee Allen been doing it a long time there. But I want you. Somebody sent me this. Let me see if I can pull this up, Greg. This was in the comments. I don't know if I can make it big, but this will be quick. This is.
Well, yeah, 140 mile an hour, pretty swift.
Here it comes. Where did it go? It was so fat. There goes one. Here goes another one. That was them following it there. It would be called off due to safety reasons because it got a little out of hand of the guy wanting to get away. Now, do they most likely know what the tag number is? I'm pretty sure they got close enough at one point where they got a tag number. So someone will get a knock later and go, we know it was you. No one was hurt. They backed off, terminated this as they got a little bit out of hand there as we were talking about this out by was George Butler Road, Bunk Newell Road in that area.
And they were doing 140 out there?
On the 19, and then they turned off to 2-lane.
Good grief.
The road was kind of open there on 19. I did have somebody come in and say that guy tried to almost hit them as he was trying to get away. White Dodge Challenger is what it was.
You know, it ain't like the old days. You on camera. Just about anything you do.
You pass a store.
You're going to pass a store. You're going to pass a house. You're going to pull up at a stop sign, a red light. You're on. You'd be surprised at how much we're filmed.
And as me and you were talking about, you remember the guy that, what was that, a few months ago that killed the lady here, pulled off the road and did it in front of somebody's game
in front
camera?
of a deer camera.
So we also urge you this way because we know this has happened. If you have an emergency situation,
yes,
you better watch where you go because that's being caught on camera.
Watch where you go because somebody's watching where you go.
We got some real funny ones on that with that I won't go into. That's really hilarious.
That's right.
But you're right. Watch where you go because somebody's watching you. Did you hear about this? The bees?
Oh, at Walmart.
Yeah, I want to show y'all this. This was in the parking lot. Let me pull this up here and show you. This is on a buggy. They called an exterminator. Let me hit play. Look at that. They just decided to go there.
Well, don't you? It's amazing how they'll hone into one thing, but you can call a beekeeper and they'll come get them rascals.
I don't like no bee.
Period. I don't either. And I would have been probably the first one that got a can of that spray stuff. But when you get to reading about how much our system in general depends on bees.
Oh, yeah.
Get you a beekeeper to come get them.
It's all about pollen, isn't it?
That's
As Bob
like
said,
that.
don't kill them.
That's right. Birds and bees, or bees and birds.
Chris says apparently they follow the queen wherever she is, and she landed there, so everybody else showed up there.
Hadn't we all been guilty of that?
Oh, yeah. I want to remind you out on Jimmy Smith Road. This is out by West Lauderdale Elementary. We got a little bump out there. Let me show this picture here. They sent that in there, a little cave in there on the road there. Real bumpy.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're coming around a curve and you don't know that won't be good. So they've called the supervisor, I think, and reported that little
That'll
hole there.
make you 8-track jump. Remember how it'd go from 1 to 2,
Yeah.
3? Never mind.
There's some people that probably don't know what we mean by that, do they?
That's right.
Lord, back in the day, the 8-track. The last one I remember having, my daddy bought, and we still got it up there behind the shed, a 1980 Cadillac. He bought it brand new, that 8-track player.
If you wanted to hear it twice, you'd have to make the block.
Yep. You wasn't going to listen to it back to back, were you?
That's right.
Oh, good morning to you. Scotty Ray along with Greg this morning as we get your morning underway with a smile. We're going to be back and go back this day in history where Julia can't play today.
I've got a good chance of winning, don't I?
I think you are.
I'll at least get an honorable mention.
We'll be right back.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and So Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Welcome back. I often bug the sheriff kind of early, and he just got back with me. He had to investigate and find out what I was talking about. Every now and then I'll get some messages if something happened near my house. What was it? I narrowed it down to get the details on this, and Sheriff Ward Calhoun just got back with me. This would be Highway 11 and 80 area last night. If you saw a lot of police out in that direction there, the Sheriff's Department was there. Around 8 p.m. last night in the 3300 block of Highway 11 and 80, it was reported that a white male was breaking into houses. A neighbor saw this occurring, so they contacted 911 and confronted the guy. The neighbor fired a couple shots in the air. He then fled into the bushes. The Sheriff's Department knows the identity of the male, and they will handle this, and they're investigating it in a little bit. He went off into the darkness. They know who it is, and so they will handle this. So if you had any problems, Highway 1180, 3300 block, something missing, somebody broke into your home, contact the Sheriff's Department and let them know, because it could be, you know how it is. It's usually more than one thing has happened. And sometimes you don't notice something is missing for a few days.
And you may not go to the shed, but for a week. You know what I'm saying?
That's
or go
right.
around by, hey, well, I had a John boat leaning up here last year. Look around, pay attention.
I have been the world's worst at leaving something outside and then where'd it go?
Yeah.
We do that. Let's go back a trip back, and you can see the answers this morning, Greg. This is
All right.
I almost feel like this is cheating on you.
No wonder Odie every now and then gets a right one.
1914, this lady was born. Have you ever been to this place? And as we describe it, the first time I ever heard of it, Hank Williams would be how it came about to me, because he'd be on stage of the Opry, and he'd take a break, somebody else would sing, and well, he'd stumble into the alley, and what's that I see? Oh, it's Tootsie's, and they got a drink. And he'd stumble
away
over.
he'd go.
And he would be there. And of course, it was Hattie Lewis, better known as Tootsie, Bess, the owner of the world's famous Orchid Lounge. She was born on this day. She began all of that.
Really? I've never been there. I would love to go. And I've read so much. I think that's where Willie Nelson sold some very high dollar songs.
Yes,
very
$50.
cheap. Like, I think he sell what, Crazy and Hello Walls to Fair and Young, and another song or two that.
If you go back also, Scott McQuaig, Honky Tonk Amnesia, portions of that was filmed inside Tootsie's
Really?
also. They have an upstairs portion also. And at one point, back in the 90s, they had a recording studio tied in with Tootsie's. They had a label after that. But one of the most historic places in Nashville that you'll ever go in, and you think, oh, it's this big place. No.
Hole in the wall.
It's a hole in the wall, just straight back and straight up.
Really?
It's very tight, to say the least. 1933, this is what put Meridian, Mississippi on the map. It would be the last time that he would go into a recording studio and record a song. It would be it after today. I don't know if you remember those stamps that came out with this old boy's picture on it. As Jimmy Rogers recorded the last one there in New York City. Mississippi Delta Blues, and years ago, that was it. Of course, the festival just wrapped up in Meridian with that. One of the most famous of all people out there. 1938. Who hadn't watched these two? What's the word for them, Greg? They're funny, aren't they?
They hilarious.
Yeah. As we go back to remember Chong, and when I say Chong, I'm talking
Tommy.
Cheech and Chong. And you really almost can't say one without the other.
No.
Wasn't this one that was on that 70s show in the record store that was always spaced out?
Tommy Chong. Well, he worked at the photo.
Is that what it was?
It was a photo map. Remember when we used to have the 1 hour photo
Yeah.
places? I think that's where Tommy worked on the 70s show.
Does-
And then Cheech played in a lot of different shows.
Cheech probably had the bigger career of the two after they
Wasn't
broke
he
up.
a detective on a cop show? Wasn't
May
he?
have been.
I
think
so.
you're right. But, boy,
But no, man, that was fun. Nice dreams, up in smoke. I mean, they I never condoned that lifestyle, but they were
funny.
hilarious to watch.
They were. Cheech. Nothing quite like it there. Let's see here. And, you talk about that 70s show, Red. Man, he just was blunt and told you how I like that. This guy don't look like he's hardly aged a year since then. 1943, a guy named Rich Burkhoff, which means nothing to me. But I do know this name.
Radar.
Anybody remember him from MASH?
What if he still got his teddy bear?
I'd forgotten about that. And were there, and I'm just asking for a friend here, were there hidden messages in MASH that we didn't realize at the time? As in, a guy, was he just trying to get out of the military, or were they trying to make this a common thing back in the 70s? Klinger.
I think it was so far-fetched and funny back then that they'd have never thought that
It would have.
that'd be the norm today. I mean,
That may be the truth on that.
but he let's just say Klinger was a little ahead of his time.
Way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Austin says the older he gets, the more he identifies with Red.
That's
I think all of us do.
That's exactly right.
Red just told it how it was. Shannon says that was Nash Bridges that he was a detective on.
Cheech, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ah. Huda. Well, there you go there. Anybody remember the name Patti LaBelle? It was big. She done a lot of music there. She was born in 1944 on this date. Patti LaBelle, great singer.
Don't think I got that channel.
I don't have the CD either, but I just know of her. She was big in her genre of music.
Her what?
Yeah. Now, don't make me say that again, because I can't say it and you know it. Messing with me. 1945, this girl was gorgeous. He would meet her at 14 and bring her back to the US of A, and it would be good until Suspicious Minds came about. And it would be the end of it. It's Priscilla's birthday.
Didn't she play on Dallas?
No, she was in Naked Gun 33 and a half. Now, she could have had a cameo
I
on
thought
there.
she was on the show Dallas at
You're
one
thinking
time.
of Linda Gray, aren't you?
No, I remember Linda Gray. That was Sue Ellen.
Yes.
And then Pam was Bobby's wife, and
Yeah.
Lucy was the. I know my show, but I'm telling you,
You think?
Priscilla, or what's the daughter's name?
Knots Landing?
No, not Knots Landing. It was on Dallas.
Oh, you're talking about the Ray Crabb's girlfriend from the hayloft?
No, that
The
was
niece?
Lucy.
Lucy,
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You got me on that
All
one.
right, I'm thinking she played there for a couple of episodes or something.
This next guy, you might not remember him by name. He had a song called Walk on Faith. It was big, but he was a big songwriter. Y'all remember Ronnie Millsap, There's a Stranger in My House? He would write for anyway, Colin Ray. If you remember Alabama, Conway. Whew. Remember Alabama's Forever as Far as I'll Go? Oh, okay. Well, he has a birthday today. Mike Reed, Mr. Walk on Faith. It's funny to go back and watch those videos from way back. I like Mike, though. He was a great songwriter. He just didn't make it much after that. This song, I'm trying to describe it. On the Wings of a Snow
White Dove, yeah.
Furlin Husky, 1964, recorded this. This was a huge mega song, still known today. Anybody remember that?
Yep.
Furlin Husky. Can't name anything else that he done, but you may have been right there. Steve says she was Bobby's girlfriend for a little while on Dallas.
I might have been right.
Okay? How'd you remember that?
I don't know. Like I said, I can't remember where I'm going when I leave here, but I can remember stuff from 30, 40 years ago.
I didn't even realize that she
was drop dead gorgeous on Dallas. I remember that. Don't you remember? Right after the Dukes of Hazzard.
Right, but is this during the time before you married Pam, or was it after they were having issues?
Who knows? You know, it got crazy at the end where he was dead, then he came back alive.
And it was all a dream?
Oh, yeah. And anyhow, that's why I quit watching it then.
Deborah says Julia would give you... Cal Naughton Jr. was born on this date, and you're going, who is Cal Naughton? Oh, we need to talk about Magic Man. You have watched that over and over, haven't you?
My daughter has like 2 or 3 copies of this movie, and I just, it's hard for me to watch. I'm sorry.
The ending I can't watch. I turn that off. I just will not watch the ending.
Well,
it just ain't happening.
She can quote this one about like I can Smokey and the Bandit.
Dear baby Jesus
Yeah.
in the manger.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't care. And he called him up after his wife had left him. Man, does your house creak? Man, this is sick. Quit calling me. Cal Naughton Jr., John C. Riley, was born on this date. He's funny. That's also known as Mike Honcho.
To me, that it was just more goofy than it was funny. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, but it did have some funny scenes.
Okay.
You don't remember him sitting there talking to him about Mike Honcho?
No.
He goes, I ain't gonna lie to you. I posed in a girly magazine as Mike Honcho. You don't remember that?
No, I try not to watch that.
Okay, you really ought to sit back, Greg. Go for that one. I didn't listen to the Beatles whatsoever. We understand that they were a big group, so we have to mention what they did. You got to give praises where they're due. Get Back was number 1 on this date back in '69, and I'm just not much of a Hey Jude kind of guy.
No.
There's a lot of you that are, but we're not.
Something about living in a yellow submarine or something that just don't,
Yeah.
don't trip my trigger. I'm sorry.
1970s were a big year. A guy named Waylon Jennings was floating around Nashville, and he come out with a song called Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way?
Oh.
And he was really giving a slap to Nashville, whether they realized it or not in that song.
He was slapping them before they got slapped. You know what I'm saying?
He would be one of the first that goes, now wait a minute, that's my band, and they're going to record on my album.
That's right.
You're not giving me studio musicians, and he did it. It was the largest selling album there was. So naturally, Waylon's going to attract some of the prettiest women that Nashville ever had. This one got attracted to him and ended up marrying her. And on this date in '75, she went number 1 with her huge song, I'm Not Lisa. My name is, you remember that?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. She really didn't have it like 2 or 3 songs that, there's another one, Blue Eyes.
Yeah, you sure is.
It kind of got up there, and there might have been one more, but she was a very beautiful lady now.
And if you'll remember the whole thing around the Dukes of Hazzard episode in Georgia, the recording contract of the Pirates was around Jesse Coulter recording Daisy's song. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
They had to bus on up in Atlanta and take down the syndicate.
Yeah, okay.
But Jessie Coulter at that point in time was it. That was a huge song.
Now, she's still alive, too,
Yes.
isn't she? Yeah, okay.
And I read the story of how she wrote the song, and I got more confused about how she wrote it than after. I wish I hadn't even read it. She come up with the melody first, like 30 years before. Maybe not 30, but she come up with the melody first. What else happened on the date? Let's go back for one of the worst.
Johnny and Chachi.
Yeah, that was a bad show.
That was.
Just bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go on because it was so bad and not bring back those memories.
Bad.
Well, this
The
would
love boat.
soon will be something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, I can't sing the rest
But, you
of it.
know, anybody who was anybody was on that show at one time or another.
Yes.
You think about everybody was on the love boat.
They were. From the Waltons on down, all those stars were on there.
Oh, yeah.
A love interest. Even Florence Henderson made it there.
Oh.
86 it ended. And I don't know if you know this. They have scrapped the Princess since then, that boat.
Really?
They could have taken that, I would think, and set it up somewhere and sold where you could go on and just rent rooms on it, docked, I would think.
Made a motel out of it or something.
But they scrapped it. Torches cut it up, and it is no more.
Yeah.
In case you want to know, this guy it had a one yesterday, and this was '89. The next installment came out, The Last Crusade, Indiana Jones.
You're gonna laugh. I've never seen any of those. It just don't impress me.
Oh, it would. You'd really like it. When the guy comes out with the swords and he's doing all that, and he goes,
that just don't impress me.
Oh, it's funny.
I don't get into a lot of stuff, and I know I'm backwards, antique, whatever, but that just ain't never. That's like Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars, and all that.
I ain't doing that now. I agree with you on that.
I've watched 5 minutes of it. Ain't interested.
Have you watched 5 minutes of this?
Yeah, it just.
Man, it was good, Greg. We'll have to work on that. As we go back to 1993, it'll be a bunch of women.
Yes, sir. Suzanne Sugarbaker.
Boy, you know this one, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Designing Women came to an end on this date. Delta Burke, who was married to Simon & Simon.
Right.
Yeah, Gerald McCraney from Mississippi.
From Laurel, or had it I think.
Yeah. Men Among Men, in my opinion.
Right.
I like him a lot there.
That's right.
And then Dixie Carter, just she was just so classic.
Classic Southern Belle,
Yes.
mint julep. Need to be on a front porch swing with
a fan.
A fan, yeah.
I liked her. She was married to Hal Holbrook. If you'll remember, if you'll go back to Fletch Lives, Hal is the guy who had his mom in the vase.
Didn't get that channel either.
You didn't watch Fletch?
No.
We really got Belle Chase. They were trying to take the mansion.
No.
Oh man. What was the name of the Farnsworth Ministries, where he had inherited the mansion, and it was kind of like a Jimmy Swaggart thing, where Jimmy Swaggart.
Okay, you talking about with Chevy Chase?
Yeah, Fletch Lives.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah, they were trying to get him to donate the mansion to the ministry.
Oh, okay.
It was. We got to work on Greg. Oh, that was funny stuff. Doug Stone, 1993. Why didn't I think of that? You've all had that girlfriend and somebody gets her and they treat her a little bit better than you, and you go, why didn't I think? Yeah. It went number one on this date back then. Did you like that one?
Yeah, I was trying to think of something else he done.
I'd be better off in a pine box.
That's what I was trying to think of.
That's his biggest by far. Yeah. A jukebox with a country song, or he walks into the bar and they've changed everything.
Oh, yeah.
It should have put warning labels.
That's right.
On those sad country songs.
Yeah,
I had a couple of more that I Never Knew Love. That was probably his biggest love song that he had.
Now, did he pass away?
Oh, he's still out there. He had like 12 heart attacks after smoking 3 packs a day. But he's still ticking to my knowledge.
Okay.
I remember meeting him backstage at the Temple Theater many, many moons ago. I didn't never watch this, did you?
I didn't watch it.
It wasn't my thing.
No.
But I know that there are people that loved it. It ended today. That would be Helen Hunt, who was in Twister, her big movie. That's who she was, and that guy named Paul there, in case y'all want to see that. Now, this would be major for this guy. One of the last biggest songs of his career during his heyday. Randy Travis would record on this date 3 Wooden Crosses. Actually, went number 1. 3 Wooden Crosses.
I like some Randy Travis, but I'm more of a, on the other hand, 1982. That's my
Operator.
Randy Travis.
Please.
Ooh,
connect.
yeah.
And I really loved, if you go back to that first song, An Old Mail Pouch, Tobacco Sign, Fading on the Barn.
Yeah.
Well, I liked all of that.
That's good music. Good music.
Send My Body Home on a Freight Train.
Boy, but he looks bad.
He's-
Ooh, he
it's
looks
in-
bad.
Stroke after stroke after stroke.
Yeah.
This young lady, she's classy. She's very, very, everything about her has been, I've never heard anything bad on her. She would win an American contest and win the hearts of America after this. As Carrie Underwood won, can you believe, American Idol back in 2005? It's been that long. Her debut song of Jesus Take the Wheel set the tone of what she would become. This lady, she'd done it all.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling on the river. That's what it was, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Tina Turner passed away on this day back in, when was that? 23, a year ago today.
Yeah.
Now, is Ike still alive?
That I do not know.
Yeah, and I don't know the answer to that either. And Steve is right. Randy just come out with a song. He's got a brand new song that they've used his voice through this new, is it Randy or not Randy? But it's the artificial intelligence of using his voice singing a song.
No.
It sounds like him, but it's not him.
I don't get that.
I agree with you on this
You
one.
hocus pocusing now. We don't need to be doing that.
And it'll be more of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who do you know? We'll be right back as, well, we get this day underway for you. Right here with Scotty Ray and Greg.
The Preserve at Meridian is the premier senior living community in the Meridian area, offering independent living cottages, assisted living, and maintain their independence and pursue an engaging lifestyle with a robust activities calendar, personalized care programs, wellness activities, restaurant-style dining, and much more. Call or visit us online today at preserveatmeridian.com to schedule your personal tour.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Greg as we begin this. I want to remind you, Julia has finally done her job.
I'll let that one go. Go ahead.
She's rescheduled. Let me pull this up. Full Moon on 5th is going to be set up for June 1st, 9 p.m. Now, this is going to coincide with the state game, so it's going to be a large block party downtown. It costs absolutely nothing to attend, Greg.
What day of the week is that on, Scotty Ray?
Look at that calendar.
Saturday.
Okay.
Look at that.
So come on out and enjoy yourself. It should be a fantastic time there.
I had a good time when I went. I mean, I hate to be nice to her, but I mean, she did a great job with that.
Yeah, she's done right on that, and we're tickled over that. So we hope you can make it out as well to come enjoy everything that goes on that night there. We forgot to bring up on Wednesday. I got kind of tied up. We have Warrant Wednesday from the Sheriff's Department. We got some folks that, well, got a little list after them there. Antonio, David Kilpatrick, and Johnny Ortego, if you happen to know where they are. The Sheriff's Department would love to talk with them. Yeah. If you happen to see yourself on there, you can just call yourself on in.
That's exactly right.
That's how that works there. I want to bring this up. Somebody we know, their daughter's car was hit with a bottle. She did get a little bit of injury from the glass that popped into it. She's okay. But as we look at this, look at this here, where a bottle was thrown out of a car and hit the side of the passing by, and they threw see that drink bottle there?
Yeah.
It hit the car. There's the glass inside. Let me show you. This is what they used, a root beer bottle, IBC. That's dangerous.
Yeah. I'm going to be nice.
That word.
How stupid are you to go around throwing bottles out windows? I mean, innocent folks. It'd have been the same thing if it had hit the back window and there'd have been a baby in a baby seat or something.
That's right.
I mean, come on. If you got a problem with somebody, take it up with them. People just eat up with stupid.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations there. So be on the lookout. They're looking for who done that. They've turned in the information that they know, so we're watching that. Let's see what else is happening here. NOAA Weather, everybody knows who they are. They're predicting, Greg, that we're going to have a tough season coming up when it comes to hurricane. More active than any other is what they're saying.
I still say ain't nobody but the good Lord knows when, where, and how many we going to have. That's just Greg's prediction. You can go, they always talking about the University of Oklahoma or whatever. Well, first of all, I'm going to go to the University of Florida if I want to talk about a hurricane. The folks in Oklahoma, they ain't going to worry about no hurricane.
No, they don't.
No.
That's right. You've learned a thing or two.
I ain't buying no beachfront property up there either. Anyhow, I'm sorry.
It just kind of comes off there. But get mailers from up there, too, I hear.
Yeah, tornado company.
I mentioned yesterday, and we have a little bit of a good report. Now, let me pull this back up. This is a rodeo star. I mentioned yesterday that his son, his name is Spencer Wright. His little boy, you know those little Tonka trucks? He had a little that are battery operated, and you drive around in the yard. It was like a little John Deere tractor, and he drove it off into a creek.
Oh, boy.
Swept under. The mother jumped in. They pulled him out. He was unresponsive. And yesterday morning, and this is just how powerful the word of prayer is. They were saying that he was brain dead and there was no hope. They had basically said that little boy was all but deceased. A miracle has happened. He is starting to become active to commands, and it's a chance that he could pull through this. And that is nothing short than a miracle. Here they are with the family as we go to let me pull here. This is it. This is him from the rodeo circuit, him and his family from Daily Mail. That's the little boy there that was on the tractor. So we hope everything works out. It sure is a ray of hope this morning. Here's the little fellow there on his little tractor. That's the one that he drove off into the river there. So we do hope all that works out.
That's horrible.
But
again, there is nothing our good Lord can't do.
That's right. I didn't bring this up. I meant to Monday. He passed away last weekend. You remember watching 9 to 5, don't you?
Yeah, Dolly Parton. Trying to think the other woman.
Yeah, Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin. That's what I was trying to
And then
think
I
of.
think you watched Vern, didn't you, in the remake of the Beverly Hillbillies, didn't you?
No, I tried.
Mr.
not to.
Drysdale.
Yeah, well.
Your kid, that was funny. Miss Jane, where she was chasing.
Nah.
As we go back, he's passed away. Y'all remember him from 9 to 5. He also was in the latest episode. There's the dad there from Yellowstone. He's
Really?
passed away at the age of 92. Can you believe that?
Oh.
Wow. So it's one of those he's got. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
In my mind, he's still that 40-year-old. And really, you hadn't watched the remake of the Beverly Hillbillies?
No, I don't usually do remakes.
That was funny though. Yeah, Greg, we got to have a talk here in a little bit.
Is that the one Willie Nelson's in?
No, that was Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of
That was pretty bad.
That was horrible.
That was horrible.
And it's stuff like that, then it turns me off to watching these remakes.
Yeah, Beverly Hillbillies was good though. That was right up there with it. Where they all got on the plane with the guns.
I'll have to check that.
We're going to have a weekend of movies.
Yeah.
Stuff that Greg missed out on that really was funny.
Okay.
All right. Coming up, we're going to do some birthdays in just a second. We got a few here that have come in, and we'll give away a coffee mug here to these good folks here from Hyundai of Meridian. We'll be giving that away here in just a moment, so don't rush off. We'll be right back with more coming up with Scotty Ray and Greg.
Bring on the amazing colors of spring. Al's Garden and Gift, voted the best garden and gift shop, specializes in beautiful bedding and vegetable plants, shrubs, fruit trees, hanging baskets, succulents, roses, and ferns. Freshen up flower beds with mulches, soils, sod, and pine straw. Also sprouting up unique gifts, candles, pottery, gourmet sauces, spices, and food items. Come try a cool and delicious treat by Ice Cream Factory 2. It's the perfect time to spend in the yard. Bloom with happiness. Visit Al's Garden and Gift today.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and Select and Flowood and Hattiesburg.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk. Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Greg, and it's been quite the morning there. Odie been out fighting fires.
It's fill-in Friday.
It is. Greg, we appreciate you doing this. Don't forget, this is Memorial Day weekend.
Hey, that's right. If you got nothing to do, like Monday, get full of barbecue, cut a watermelon, make some homemade ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds good.
If you're riding around, got nothing to do, go by the Johnson Dodge and check out them new Dodge trucks and cars.
That's right. We were talking to him. They're going to be open.
Yeah, Lee said they're going to be open all day Monday. You get you one of them, you carry it on over there to Gary at Extreme Truck Accessories and get you that big winch bumper. And
we were looking at something he sprayed in a bed liner last week. Whose truck was that? Had somebody we bumped into?
Yeah, and he put that cool toolbox that had the drawer.
Yeah.
You could still use the bed of the truck to haul stuff, but it had drawers you pulled out where you could, of course, as we've been talking about crime and everything, you need to lock your stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
You could lock all your tools up, or if you were a big hunter, you could even actually, I guess, put your guns in there. Well, when you closed the tailgate and locked it, anyhow, go see old Gary Hurst at Extreme Truck Accessories. He'll treat you so many ways, you got to like one of them.
Did you see where they're investigating this as fraud now, where this is being upped here? Graceland, that guy that tried to take over. We mentioned it a little bit yesterday, but they're investigating this now as a fraud charge of them trying to take Graceland from Elvis's grandchildren.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I think all this stuff was bogus.
Talking about that, I read this week they were talking about when Elvis first purchased Graceland, how it, I didn't know. I didn't know if he had it built or what.
Yeah.
But it was an estate, a rundown estate, and he bought, I forgot how many acres, and like it was
13.
It was in the middle of nowhere, they said then. And had it all rebuilt, remodeled, redone.
I want to say at some point somebody used it as a church in between. It was built as a house first, and someone may have used it. And boy, the pictures, I can remember standing outside. Have you been to it?
Been by it. Didn't get to stop.
You need to take the trip because, I remember as a kid seeing those gates. Of course, they're famous. And then finally going inside is not what you expect. I'm sure in 57 that was humongous.
It was plush, yeah.
Today's standard is not as big, but boy, of actually being on Graceland, it's for a redneck from Mississippi, it's a pretty big deal.
Old boy did pretty good for himself.
He did.
I love the old Christmas pictures. I mean, Elvis was, he loved Christmas. I mean, that's the way I'm a Christmas nut. But He loved Christmas.
Always giving away a Cadillac or two.
Well, I ain't been able to do that, but you know.
He did it once or twice, didn't
I've got candy canes.
Oh, Dot, how in the world are you doing there? We hope you're feeling good there. Steve, good morning. We have to say happy birthday going out to Billy Miles, 77 today. Jimmy Davidson is having a birthday. Donaldson. Jimmy Donaldson and Lamar Gibson celebrating that 20th birthday. And we're going to go ahead and award this coffee mug since Odie's not here. We're going to give it to Billy this morning. 77, you get yourself a coffee mug here from the good folks at Hyundai of Meridian. Check this out. There, Scotty Ray Report. Go by and see them. They'll certainly treat you good there. Visit with them. Take care of you. Get that coffee mug there this morning.
That's right.
Dolores, how in the world are you doing there? Yeah. A lot of folks, we can't thank y'all enough for joining us, being a part of what we do every day. We'll be out and about as the day progresses. Anything that goes on, we'll let you know about it as it happens in real time.
Be wide open all weekend.
Sure will.
Just remember to love one another, be patient, be kind. Main thing, slow down, enjoy life. But remember this weekend at some point to take time and try to, and I keep stressing this, to younger children, explain to them about Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? It's not just another day off. It's not just a day to go to the beach or whatever. That's fine. Go enjoy it. But remember those that have lost their lives.
God bless you, and we'll see you bright and early Monday morning beginning at 6:30. Until then, we'll keep you up to date with everything.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.